Here's my impression of modern art. I'm sorry, what? What do I think? That? Frankly, mister, I don't know what to think. Sorry? How does that make me feel? Can I be honest? It's kind of a cross between Attack of the 50-Foot Woman and Godzilla. Why? Can I be honest? Well, I admit that I am somewhat aroused sexually, but there is some kind of unknown danger lurking somewhere in that painting. Say, what are you, an art critic? Oh, an art teacher. What do? You're not going to believe this. I'm a painter. No, houses, not this stuff, residential. But you've given me an idea. When I get out of here, I'm going to go buy a 4-foot by 8-foot canvas. At home, in my workshop, I have dozens and dozens of half-empty cans of paint, all different colors. I'm just going to chuck them on the canvas and smush them around with a broom or something. Drag a rag over it. Put it online. Try and sell it to some chump. If he asks if it's got a title, I'll tell him, yeah, I call it a horse's ass. And I want $3.5 million for it. Good evening and welcome to tonight's show. My name is John Wilcox. And I ought to mention that I just don't do covers. So please don't ask. What I offer is some of the most original originals, coupled with funny. And it's all designed to bring only temporary relief for all the overwhelming ocean-going boatloads of batshit, horseshit, bullshit, and just general disagreeable angst, which we all sadly have been bombarded with over the last several years, which was enough for even the most stalwart among us to be heavily medicated from time to time. And my little performance is available without a prescription. And thankfully does not require either FDA or USDA approval. So let me get started. Far away in the hills of Virginia, in the glens and forests there, lives a girl so young and tender, with big brown eyes and long blonde hair. In her mind she will never use trickery, she will not gaze with a scheming stare, she'll never lay trap of deception. Oh, she'd say, that isn't fair. If I describe what you call virtue in this world gone mad on a dare, just pull your chair close and I'll tell you of this girl with character rare, of this girl with character. Of this girl with My love, you will seek me someday. My love, my love, and you will find me someday. My love, like the river to the sea. My love, like the mountains catch the breeze. My love, under heaven you and me. My love, one day, when you're not looking, you will find me. And one day, you will be found when you are lost. Like the river to the sea. My love, like the mountains catch the breeze. My love, under heaven you and me. My love, one day, one day, it will be just you and me, my love. One day, healing nations wild and free, my love. A mighty river flows to the sea, my love. Budding leaves upon the trees, my love. Under heaven you and me, my love. One day, and when you're old, you will look back on what your soul has found, my love. That treasure you found in me was still abound, my love. Like the river to the sea, my love. Budding leaves upon the trees, my love. Under heaven you and me, my love. One day, one day. Entreat me not to ever leave you. Please don't ask me to depart from your side. Wherever you will go, I will go also. Where you live, it is there I will abide. Your friends will be my friends, and your family will be mine. And what you deem as highest will be my treasure sublime. Where you die, my darling, there will I die, and there will I be buried by your side. God bless this union, side by side. Whatever the good or woe, that time betide. Whatever the good or woe, that time betide. Whatever the good or woe, that time betide. This dream is not just one man's vision. His hope is not a dream alone. Your land is known as everybody's country, where your hands are free to work and make what's yours your own. Where your words cannot be kept unspoken, and your heart is yours and yours alone, and your mind is free to seek its own freedom in this place that you call your home. Where your song is never just one voice singing, that song is never a voice alone. You can sing of this great wondrous land of freedom, America, wherever you roam. Your land is known as everybody's country. Your heart is yours and yours alone, and you can shout, Yahoo! That was the shout of freedom in harmony wherever you roam. In harmony wherever you roam. In harmony wherever you roam. Well, good evening and welcome to tonight's show. My name is John Wilcox. Thank you for that. And this is my idea for a short 57-minute movie called Old Fashioned, which I will eventually sell to the networks as a 90-minute televised event. And in those days yet to come, I will be so pleased and happy to have my show interrupted with 33 minutes of non-stop idiotic commercials, followed by even more idiotic non-stop commercials, and then guess what? Even more idiotic non-stop commercials after that, which will taint intangible artistic content, but this will put large amounts of U.S. federal greenbacks into a money market, interest-bearing, but gold-backed, offshore will just barely scrape by. When the lawyers and the IRS are through with me. So here's us nothing. There comes a time of life to be renewed. Those trophies of paint on yours have been screwed. Don't sacrifice the holy and the brave. These children of this earth will have their days. Time has been looking for a season. Even so, this of the humble for her reason. Let's see the brave believe the heart is true. For a day that finds something in the world. The summer sun of all on fire through. Is it only a possible that keeps on turning? My true love, by the stars above, only true love. Each and every day, live that own true way. Only true love. My love is patient. My love is kind. My love is endless. My love is blind. My true love, by the stars above, only true love will do. Oh, yeah. So since I couldn't afford to hire and rehearse an entire symphony orchestra in order to write the music for this 57-minute movie of mine called Old Fashioned, I had to score the whole thing for the solo guitar. Yeah, how am I doing so far? I think that Tennessee flat picking really picks things up, don't you? It's like those couple few songs about that country gal who's way out of the boondocks, has her head screwed on straight. If you want to know what her secret is, she doesn't watch TV. She's shifting up the wind and waves and tide. It's a field this for life. Wanting to struggle to those understand. Are they only popular or real? That keeps on turning. Love to be renewed. Those trophies of paint on yours have been screwed. Don't sacrifice the holy and the brave. These children of this earth will have their days. Time has been looking for a season. Even so, fist of the humble for her reason. Let's see the brave and lead the heart of the truth. For a day that finds something in the world. And some fall in the fire of burning. It all will follow that keeps on turning. I too am an animal rights activist. I represent a much neglected and occasionally maligned fringe group, frequently overlooked by other animal rights activists. The humble chicken. Now hold on. Whereas The next nearest kissing cousin, the turkey, has at least an annual publicly granted presidential pardon once a year. This is not so for thousands of perfectly healthy, full-grown chickens which are mercilessly slaughtered every hour by greedy, money-hungry entrepreneurs who quickly preserve and package their freshly dead carcasses for shipment worldwide without so much as the shedding of even a single tear, and for a mere 99 cents a day. You too can participate in this advocacy for chickens worldwide. For example, currently, we are advocating for more free-ranging rights for the previously caged and have filed suit with cease and desist orders against the bleaching of eggs and flu shots. You must be at least 18 years of age and, quite frankly, pretty damned stupid to commit to a 99 cents a day automatic debit against your credit card till kingdom come. But thanks to the chronic unemployment problems in India, operators are standing by. Have credit card ready. Or you can go online and register at standupforchickens.com. Again, have credit card ready. Drink liquid rust for breakfast. Mix it in with gasoline. And then I chew on old men's bones for lunch, baby. Yeah, I grease them down with Vaseline. And what I eat for dinner, ball bounces around like a trampoline. I got a junk food diet, baby. Worst case you've ever seen. Yeah, it's worse than sugar, baby. It's worse than caffeine. It's even worse than smoking, baby. 10 times worse than nicotine. It's those polytriglycerides and that DHT. I got a junk food diet, baby. Worst case you've ever seen. Tried to kick it more than once or twice, baby. I just could not get free. And then I had me one of those blood sugar crisis babies. In the end, it nearly took me. Then came my hour of decision. I had them junk food diet, heebie-weebie, heebie-cheebies. Oh yeah. I got a junk food diet, baby. Worst case you've ever seen. That's how a bullfrog seduces his lady frog. Oh. 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 Just like that. Next time you're all alone with your sweetie and things have been a little boring lately, try that. You just sidle on up to her, lean in provocatively, and go. Oh. 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 Just like that. All this is entirely predictable. Only one of two things are about to occur. And each one is pretty much cut and dried. And in terms of predictability, it's pretty much 50-50. Now, on the one hand, she'll cave in, giggle, and congratulations, gentlemen, you're on your way. Now enjoy the rest of the evening responsibly. Or she'll turn and ask, what the hell are you doing? To which you may reply, well, I saw this comical singer-songwriter the other day. I forget his name. But he says that's how a bullfrog seduces his lady frog out there in the swamp. And that will land you back to square one with nothing gained, but nothing entirely lost either. Oh, wait a minute. No, well, there is a small gain. It's very small, almost infinitesimal. It's one of those 0.001% gains. For social inventiveness. Not that she's ever going to let on about that. But at this particular juncture, if that's the way this thing is going, you now have a 96.5% probability that what she'll say next is, well, I am not a frog. To which you may reply, exactly. Follow that up with, and this isn't any swamp either, is it? Now, at this stage of the game, she is either going to go with you or not. And if that be the case, my friend, I hate to have to be the guy who has to tell you this, but you never stood so much as a snowball's chance in hell with her. Not tonight. Oh, and by the way, if a frog had wings, he wouldn't bust his ass every time he hopped. So, one day last spring, as spring was warm into summer, I was cooking eggs in a frying pan when I see 5 of those itty bitty little ants go marching across the tile floor in my kitchen, single file, and headed directly for my trash, where fresh coffee grounds and last night's scraps abound. And since I'm a guy, well, I just stepped on them with my sneaker. End of story. Only Lois, that chick I had hanging around back then, wanted to start in with me, boy, about how I was a merciless, cool-hearted bastard of a human beast. Because I just squished a bunch of those itty-bitty little ants. You know, the ones that are about this big. And Lois was having herself a hissy fit over it. So I turns to her and I says, Lois, I says, calm down, will you? Don't you understand? Those were scouts. If even one of them were to have made it back to the ant colony, well, I'd have me a frickin' ant caravan of my own. Coming and going. Going and coming. From my little trash can here in the kitchen, all the way back to where they came from. To which Lois replied, you goddamn bastard of a beastie man. How could you? How could you? They were only doing their jobs. They were just little ones. To which I replied, well, I'm trying to send a message back to where they came from, Lois, dear, that none who venture here ever return alive. Now, in the days that followed, I came to the only logical conclusion that in Lois's mind at that moment in time, there had to have been, back at the ant colony, one certain Staff Sergeant York. And he was getting to be too old to be a soldier ant, so middle management made him an overseer. And he stands at the entrance to the ant colony with his little clipboard. And he clocks out all the scouts as they go out to scout. Clocks them all back in again when they return. 12-hour shifts. Staff Sergeant York is quite distraught, as well he should be. Scout Team Victor, with Abernathy Jones, Williams Wilson, and Cordova, are way overdue. Way overdue. All the other scout teams are returning on time, according to schedule. And the night is falling. And so if every scout team that is returning, Staff Sergeant York inquires, Page, Swanson, McDermott, have you seen my boys? Abernathy, Jones, Williams, Wilson, and Cordova? And they all reply, why no, Staff Sergeant, we haven't. McDermott pipes up, they're not in our sector, Staff Sergeant. Very well, carry on, says Staff Sergeant York. Under his breath. Where could they be? You're not worried, are you, Sarge? Asks Page, leader of Scout Team Scrupulous. Nah, don't worry, they'll turn up, says Staff Sergeant York. As he looks yet again at his watch. Oh, you didn't know that about ants, did you? Yeah, they wear watches. So in order to appear nonchalant about it, Staff Sergeant York remarks, say, why don't you guys go chow down? Get yourselves some shut-eye. Which is impossible for an ant. They don't have eyelids. Oh, come on. This lame-ass comedy routine. I figured I could just throw that in there, and why not? After all, this whole thing is anthropomorphological anyways. No pun intended. No, of course that pun is intended. You do realize I'm just making all this up, right? In fact, I'm actually lying. Ants do no such things. So anyway, finally, the last crew arrives. And we're about to witness the final curtain as all hope fails. Garricetti, Jorgensen, Jenkins, and Shorty. Yeah, even ants have nicknames. And Shorty, even for those itty bitty little ants. Yeah, he's on the short side. And the Sarge pipes up, Garricetti, have you seen my boys? Abernathy, Jones, Williams, Wilson, and Cordova? Puts Garricetti on the spot. Now there's nothing for it. So he lets him have it straight up. Didn't you know, Sarge? Haven't you, Wade? Scout Team Victor, all of them, were last seen around 09:30 this morning, disappearing into that giant crack in the Great Wall, 9 clicks north of here. You know the one, Staff Sergeant. I should have re-entered this colony by now. It's the one where none who venture there ever return alive. Now destiny was playing cards with his buddy Fortune, who lost at a hand at saving table of stakes. And the powers that be cut a deal with Lady Luck and fate, that fortune must pay every penny that destiny takes. Oh, the powers that be, they're watching over you and me. Still gotta take up this lead, if we only believe. That very day, a man appeared in the doorway of that little cafe, and she greeted him with courtesy and faith. When he looked in her eyes, he said, "Darling, I've come to take you away from this place." When she asked him his name, he replied, "Just call me Ace." Oh, the powers that be, they're watching over you and me. Still gotta pick up this lead, if we only believe. "20 years have gone by, she has never regretted a second. My, how everything changed from the moment adventure beckoned. Now from dawn until dusk every day, she has everything it takes. And all over the world she is simply known as the Face. Oh, the powers that be, they're watching over you and me. Still gotta pick up this lead, if we only believe. Now in a little cafe, just a half a mile north of the border, at a quiet little table in a dusty, dark-haired corner, face dealing cards, Lady Luck is looking over his shoulder, and fortune must pay everything that destiny takes. Yes, fortune must pay everything that destiny takes. I forgot to mention, Lois and I broke up shortly after that itty bitty little ants episode, or incident, or whatever you want to call it, as heartfelt soulmates sometimes do. Last I heard, she was dating some guy who's trying to save the whales. Which makes more sense. Yep, I got you. I told you I was just making all that up, right? Yeah, when ants wear watches. Loved to watch her play in her sweet, familiar way. Those little hands and feet, her eyes so quick to greet. En el viento, Alessandra, delicia. ¿Qué tal? Porque ella fuera mía. I called her yesterday. Left a message my usual way. misses Daddy very much. It's just we're out of touch. Consumado en el viento, Alessandra de Lucia, que tal porque ella fuera mía. I actually have received inquiries regarding that Stand Up for Chickens bit. The gullibility of the American public is beyond my comprehension. So legal is now all over my case. I have to make what's called a disclaimer. For God's sakes. Even though I'm pretty sure that trauma and abuses happen every day on chicken farms all over the world. But guys, there is no 800 number that you can call up and pledge 99 cents a day. And there's no standupforchickens.com website either. What the hell's the matter with you people? For God's sake. I was just trying to steer Stand Up back into a lane that was clean enough for even the strictest grandmother's moral code. So, officially, that comical skit was intended to be purely fictional and does not characterize in the least any of the international poultry conglomerates, nor any chicken thereof or thereby, whether living or dead. How's that, counselors? Are we back in the sane lane once again? Everything okay now? Thank you. And I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. It's really been an honor. I've enjoyed myself so much. And I want to thank the proprietorship at this establishment, without whom none of this would have been possible. Let's not forget the deaf. And finally, I'm from New Jersey, where you acquire profanity as a second language by the time you're in the 9th grade, even though the public schools and private schools are under no obligation to teach it. There are no classes entitled Profanity for Emphasis. Yet, nevertheless, in my case anyway, by the 9th grade, I had the full range of vocabulary and most of the idioms down pat. Like it's some kind of an extracurricular activity that you don't get any credit for. By the way, that's what's called a dangling participle. So with that, I want to thank you very much. And I'll see you around.